Okay, so let's start reading the general guidelines and FAQs for the ICAI PT test for a home-based test. So the system requirements for a home-based test. Please check that you are able to meet the following system requirements. First thing, laptop or PC or desktop computer with web camera, no mobile or tablet. Your PC or desktop must have minimum 2 GB RAM with working webcam and mic. Now that's the first one. Then laptop or power source. So your device should directly be plugged into the power source with minimum 4 hours of power backup in case of long power failure. And which web browser should you use? Current version of Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox should be used for the exam. And webcam, mic, screen sharing, all these permissions must be given once asked by the browser. If you're using Google Chrome for the exam, below extension to be installed before starting of the exam. So go to this link, install that if you're using Google Chrome. The internet connection speed should at least be 1 Mbps, that's the minimum. Wi-Fi internet connection. Please position your computer where you can receive the strongest signal. For the best experience, please use Ethernet cable to connect directly to the router. There is two types, right? Ethernet cable and through Wi-Fi. They're saying please use Ethernet cable because that will give the strongest signal. Candidates are advised not to use mobile hotspot as a source of internet. Okay. So let's see the guide to prepare for the test. So where to sit in a home base? You can choose where to sit during a home based test. Most importantly, it should be a quiet place where there are no other people or distractions. Set up a comfortable workplace, including a desk, table, and a chair. We will read about that in the following sections. So there are some additional requirements. Your testing location must be indoors, that is walled, and it should be well lit. Now nobody else should be in the room or enter the room throughout the test. If this happens, the proctor will end your test and you will not receive your test results. Your desk or table must be free of mugs, books, mobile phones, and so on. Similarly, there should be no notes or anything else that could help you in the test on the walls or the area around you. The desk should be clear and on the walls also should be clear. We have put together some pictures that show you clearly how your workspace should and shouldn't look while you sit during a home-based test. You'll find them at the end of this guide. We'll see that at the end of this guide. So what all should you have? First thing, valid ID. Your ID must be the same one you used when you registered for the test. When you registered for the test, they asked you for a photo ID. You should use the same ID. If you bring the wrong ID or it doesn't match the document you used when you registered a test, you won't be allowed to take the test. So first thing, use the same ID. Okay. Second, your computer with webcam and stable internet connections. That is definitely necessary. Pen and pencil along with the rough sheet. Third, a clear plastic bottle of water with no label on it. Any labels must be removed before the exam. Now, what not to bring? There shouldn't be a bag of any kind, including a pencil case. Mobile phone, camera, electronic gadgets you shouldn't have. Smart watches. Calculators you shouldn't have because calculator will be provided on the exam screen. Playing music or using headphones, you shouldn't do that. There shouldn't be other people in the test room. Okay. Now, will you have any bio break in the test? No, you will not have. However, you can carry a water bottle. Okay. Now, process on the exam day. How to start the home-based test. Before starting the exam login process, please disable pop-up blocker on Google Chrome and download Google Chrome extension by using the below link or use the updated version of Mozilla Firefox. Okay. Because there'll be some pop-ups during the exam, like for example, enable location or enable camera, etc. If you put a pop-up blocker, you won't get those notifications. That's why you should disable the pop-up blocker. And then if you're using Chrome, we saw they told you to download this extension, or you can use the updated version of Mozilla Firefox. Now, after you install the above extension from Google Chrome, you log in on the exam registration portal. Okay. And then you'll have a click here to start the test. We will see that in the future. Then system configuration check page will appear, candidate ID card and photo capture, then exam instructions. You have to give permission for webcam and screen sharing. The exam will start. So first you log in, we know all this. This is the screen in which you log in. And then once you log in, he will get a link to start his test or mock test, usually 45 minutes prior from the scheduled starting time. Okay. And then there'll be some system checks on the exam day. They will check whether your mic is working, your network is working, etc. All these: browser check, webcam check, mic check, internet speed check, and screen sharing check. So then you will have to verify the candidate photo on the ID proof verification. So simply position your face ID proof using the guides on the screen. This is intuitive, you will know it while you write the exam. Make sure that image clearly shows your image or ID proof photo. Important to note, in case you're using Google Chrome, you need to add the below extension to enable screen sharing. This also you can download. If you download this PDF and you click this link, you'll get it. Below screen will appear while we open the above extension link. So if you click this link on Google Chrome, this will appear. Then you have to click add to Chrome. For screen sharing, you have to click on the small pop-up screen to enable share button. So there'll be a pop-up screen like this: share your entire screen. Think exam would like to share the contents of your screen with proctor. Choose what you'd like to share. Okay, you just click the share button. Now in case of Mozilla Firefox, you have to select the entire screen. Okay, over here to share your screen. So this is what you'll have. Will you allow this thing to see your screen? So what will you select? You'll select entire screen. Okay, taking the test. Now you're ready to take the home-based test. Although you will not see the proctor during the exam, so you'll not see the invigilator, he or she will monitor you throughout the test and will be available to help you if any issues arise during any point during the test. Simply use the live proctor feature on the right of your screen to speak to your proctor. With this support feature, you will be able to take home-based tests with peace of mind, knowing that your proctor is there with you virtually at all times. So what happens if internet drops out? So if a connection drops out during the test, your answers for all the sections will have been saved. That is, you will not lose your work. Like if you go back again, all your answers, whichever you selected, will not vanish. You will not lose your work. So it will still be there, whatever you attended till then. But once your connection is back, you will need to go through the security check again, and you will have to restart the test section that you were on when the internet dropped out. Okay. During the examination, if a candidate is found indulging in any sort of malpractice or unfair means listed below, he or she will be debarred from the examinations. So if you look at the mobile phone, tablet, if you systematically look around the room, look up or down, left or right, just look at the screen. Okay, looking under the desk, if you're leaving the test room, you shouldn't read the questions out loud. Now you might read, but systematic reading, like you cannot sit and read like how I'm reading right now. If you look at your hands and wrists, accessing any web pages, accessing any other applications, you shouldn't do. Other people entering the room, using multiple screens, this is also not allowed. Okay. Looking at pre-written notes, looking at post-it notes around the room, these and all should be removed because the walls should be clean. You shouldn't wear sunglasses or smart glasses. Wearing a watch and looking at it systematically is unnecessary. You can't play music. Your webcam or laptop or face shouldn't become obscured. You can't open drawers or cupboards in your test room. Zooming in and out of video during exam, like tempering video, like going forward, backward. Okay. Revoking any permission during the exam. Any other behavior that is odd or arouses suspicion, you shouldn't do all this. Next we come to the FAQ section. We know what this is. So what is remote proctoring? So there'll be human proctors who are invigilators. They'll be checking you to see who you are, that you are who you say you are, before monitoring your behavior during the test to ensure that you don't breach any rules or regulations. So they do an ID check, the room check, etc. before the tests start. So how is home-based test different from a center-based test? The format and syllabus, they're all the same. The only difference is you'll take it at your home. Will it be harder or easier? That's not a thing because it's the same test. Do I need to prepare differently? No. It involves the same test, the same format, the same course. So it does not involve any separate preparation for different, for the changes according to whether you take home-based or center-based test. Like we said, you can't take it on a mobile phone or tablet. It should be a desktop or a laptop computer. If you don't have a webcam, you can't take the test, because a webcam is definitely necessary, because they need to be able to see you throughout the test. What if my internet will not work on exam day? Then you won't be able to take the home-based test. I don't have very good computer or keyboard skills. Will this affect my result? Our focus is on testing your skills, not computer skills. However, if you're not familiar with using a computer, type very slowly, it may affect your performance or results. But if you're average, you can really do it. So if you want to familiarize yourself with this test, you can try attending the mock test. So next we come to the errors and the quick solution. So the first error is internet speed is slow. Kindly restart the test. If this is the error, so what should you do? You need to log in again, because they're saying kindly restart this, so log in again. Candidate is unable to share his screen on Google Chrome. If candidate is unable to share his screen on Google Chrome with the below issue, simply click on the small screen shown in the pop-up. Then share button will become active. After clicking on the share button, the candidate will be able to share his screen. So here in Google Chrome, so in this pop-up, it asks share your screen. Okay, in that you will click the share button. Okay, then it will share. Now if still not sharing, then please start the exam on Mozilla Firefox and check. So use a different browser. If it doesn't work on Chrome, use Mozilla Firefox. Now if the error says camera could not be activated, now either it's because the laptop camera is not working, or it's not compatible with the video. So in this case, you have to change your machine to start his exam. So the better thing is to attend the mock test and see. And before attending the test, to see if your cameras are working. If it says test expired, if you log in late after the scheduled start time, then it will say test expired. So in the beginning of part of the video, we talked about test environments, do's and don'ts. So the first do, you should have a clear, orderly, well lit room or workspace. Okay, you should sit in an upright position. They can see you in the camera. You should be alone for the entire test. Now camera must be on a table or a desk. The don'ts are, you can't sit, recline on a bed or couch with computer on your lap. You shouldn't do that. Poorly lit room like this or workspace is not a, you shouldn't do that. Cluttered or crowded workspace is also not acceptable. And again, don'ts, you can't have people or pets, etc. at any time during the test. You cannot use a dual monitor configuration like this. You cannot use it to take the test. So I hope this video was useful. See you next time.